how many terms of the series, this series, add up to 165? So this is a problem on sum of an arithmetic progression series, which is always the sum of the sequence. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this series to give me that series. I can call it Sn is equal to minus 3 plus minus 1 plus 1 plus to whatever term. So this should sum up to 165. Now the formula for sum of an AP series is given as Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 d, where Sn is what it sum up to, which is 165. A is the first term, which is minus 3. D is the common difference. How we find this is we say the second term minus the first term, or you can say the third term minus the second term, and so on. Whichever one you decide to use will still give you the same answer. So I'm going to stick to T2 minus T1. So that's going to be minus 1 minus minus 3. So this is going to simplify to give minus 1 plus 3. And we can say that D is equals to 2. N is the term we are looking for, so that's still unknown. Okay, so I'm going to substitute all these parameters into the formula. So that's going to be Sn, which is 165, is equal to n over 2 times 2a, which is 2 times minus 3 plus n minus 1 times d. D was 2. So if you are very good with your factorization, which is a very simple way to do this, you see, since these two terms are adding, I can factorize the common factor here, which is 2, out to give me 2n all over 2 times minus 3 plus n minus 1. Is that okay? So let me copy this to the next page. So we are going to continue from here. I have here 165 is equals to, so 2 cancels 2 here to give me n into minus, so this is minus 4 plus n. If I simplify this, I'm going to have 165 equals to minus 4n plus n squared. So I'm going to take 165 to the right hand side just to rewrite this equation to give me a standard quadratic equation. So that's going to be n squared minus 4n minus 165 equals to 0. So I'm going to solve this using factorization method. In case you don't know how to solve quadratic equation by factoring, please check out my video on how to solve quadratic equation by factoring, the easiest approach. Okay, so whenever the leading coefficient is 1, what we just do is very simple. I'm going to write 2 brackets here equals to 0. I'm going to put here n. I'm going to write here n2. So we are going to find two factors that multiplies to give 165 and they add up to give minus 4. So when they multiply, take note of this sign, it is negative. So those two factors are going to be different signs. And since b here is negative, that means the bigger number is going to be negative. So you can go through all the factors. Since this number ends with 5, I think I've seen the factors. So 165, I think that's 15 times 11, right, will give us 165. This is a very simple multiplication. That's multiplication with 11. Okay. So like I said, the two factors are 15 and 11. So because this is negative, I'm going to assign negative sign to the bigger number and positive sign to the smaller number. So this is going to be what? Plus 11 and minus 15, okay, is equals to 0. Easy peasy, right? Okay, so just check out my videos on how to solve quadratic equation by factoring. You will understand more. Okay, so let's continue. So I'm going to have here n plus 11 equals to 0, or n minus 15 equals to 0. So n is equal to minus 11, or n is equal to 15. But here's the thing, the number of terms cannot be negative. So we are going to cross out the negative sign and we are going to do with the positive. So that means that our n is equal to 15, which is the answer. Is that okay? All right, let's check out the next question.